U.S. Farm Report weather is brought to you by H&S Manufacturing. Available in 16 and 18 wheel models, the HC7116 high-capacity rake can handle your high-tonnage forage, even corn stalks. Find out more at the H&S website.
Time now for a check of weather. Meteorologist Matt Engelbrecht joining us this weekend. Matt, 5 straight days of temps in the 90s here in Nebraska. That means farmers are full throttle with harvest, but it looks like there are some hints for chances of rain in the forecast next week, something they really could have used this past summer.
Yeah, Tyne certainly could have used a little bit more rain through the summer months. And as we transition into fall, we're going to get pockets of some rainfall here and there. But what we're seeing set up in the jet stream, which we'll look at here in a second, is what's called an Omega block. So big pockets of dry weather. Now, this precipitation outlook is October 3rd through October 7th. Dry for a good portion of the East Coast down here in the southeast, and then up around the ridge, may get some showers developing into Minnesota, as well as Minneapolis, Wisconsin, and into the UP of Michigan and Canada. Another push of some moisture coming into Texas. Again, that's October 3rd through October 7th. And what I want to talk about today is what's called the Omega block, or just a blocking pattern in general with the jet stream. Anytime you hear meteorologists talk about a blocking pattern, that basically means the weather that you experienced this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, expect that to continue into most of next week. There are signs that this will start to break down deeper in the work week and especially next weekend. So we'll start you off for our Sunday and into our Monday. That's an Omega block. You got lines coming down to the south here. They're going to be back up here to the north and then back down to the south over here, which takes the shape of an Omega. But more importantly, the impacts from this means that we're going to get wet weather, possibly some snow over where this U starts to shape, this trough that starts to shape out to the west, and then under the ridge, like what we just saw, there's going to be pockets of some rain, but mainly dry weather right underneath where that ridge is located. Remember, we were looking at the precipitation, the rainfall into Texas. Well, anytime you get into kind of the saddle point between the ridge and the trough, right here is where we could see some rain between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But that pattern will be sticking around through most of the work week and then finally breaking down Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And there's that piece of energy coming through parts of Canada within the jet stream, bringing some rain with it, also back down here to the south as well. So again, there's the jet stream coming up on Wednesday, and what we're seeing towards the tail end of the work week and into the weekend is a shift back more towards a fall type pattern with the jet stream. Cool air, pocket of cool air back up here to the north, starting to sink down to the south, warming up and drying out on the west coast with some cooler air, possibly some frost freeze potential, easily kicking up by the time we get into next weekend, next Saturday and Sunday. So again, there's a look at the jet stream temperature outlook though between the 3rd and the 7th, a warm 2/3 of the United States.
Thanks, Matt. Well, the price cost squeeze, the impact it's having on farmers. We'll talk about it in our marketing roundtables from right here at the University of Nebraska coming up next.